Alright, well I guess there's no turning the volume up when you're taking a video, because all it does is take pictures. Okay, so I don't know how well you're going to be able to hear me today because I am in the van. We have vlogged in the van before and it wasn't actually as bad as I thought it was going to be, so hopefully it's not too bad. There are a ton of people on my street today. I don't know how I'm back out. So the original video for today has been postponed because someone won't do his introduction video, and I'm just not going to hound him about it anymore. It's like, do it if you do it, don't if you don't, but you get another video from me instead. So today, just as an extra video, I want to talk about intuition. And I feel like we all have it. Even guys, they have this intuition about what's going on, if something's up, just, you know, they just have a feeling. And I feel like a lot of people don't clue in with their intuition as much as they can. Then there are some people that they have a great, I don't know, this is going to sound weird, but maybe a great relationship or just very in tuned into their intuition, and they usually are dead on and know exactly what's going on, or just have this feeling. And I feel like a lot of times you have your intuition for a reason, whether it's telling you to jump for it and go for it, or it's telling you hold back, or something's not quite right here. I feel like more people need to kind of bond with their intuition and try to figure out what's really going on. And it's okay to kind of wait things out a little bit, or kind of work on it, like understanding what your intuition is trying to tell you. There have been so many times in the past that I was like, I felt uneasy about something. And I would just get this feeling, and it was kind of like a little bit of a butterfly feeling, or just a little like, and I would say it was my intuition kicking in, something was off. And probably about 95% of the time, I found out what it was. It may take a week or two to find out, but I would. And it was like, wow. And the more and more I listened to my intuition, the more it led me to the right direction. And it showed me what was really going on. Or like, you know, stay in tune with it. Know what's going on. And even if you don't understand it at the moment, because everybody's like, oh no, it'll be fine, it's perfect, but you're just a little weary about it, it's probably a reason. Or if you're like, yeah, and you're ready to go and you're excited and you feel like everything, you know, and people might be telling you, no, that's not going to work, and you do it, and it does. It's like your intuition is telling you something. And I feel like more people need to clue into their intuition, because it does. It's there for a reason. And it can benefit you. I have to say that, and I encourage it. I know that might sound crazy, but especially with the kids, I encourage them to listen to their intuition. And I have said before, like, you have an amazing intuition about things. And I was like, follow it and listen to it. Because there may be times you're wrong, and that's true, it has happened to me, but there's gonna be a lot of times you're right. And she's, you know, been right about things where she's saying, oh, something's off. And I'm like, okay, you know, what could it be? So that's what I would say. Just listening to your intuition and knowing what's really going on, and that, you know what, this could be leading me the right direction. And most of the time, it is. I feel like somebody's intuition may be really keen. And at first it may be. Like at first you could be like, man, I'm always wrong. And that's okay. It's because you're trying to, figure out what your intuition is telling you. And then other times you'll be dead on. And don't be worried if you don't find out that day what is off or something's going on. Like, don't feel worried. Because, there's been times it took me a week or two. And I would find out, and it was always something really, really petty. Well, I shouldn't say that. Not always really petty, but sometimes when I would just feel off, like at work or, that would be petty. It would be, if something was off at work, I was like, something's up. Like, you just had this feeling. And then someone would tell you what was going around, the rumors that were going around or whatever, and I would always was like, that's really petty. And if you have that much time to sit there and gossip about me and talk about me, wow, why don't you try to get to know me before you judge me or before you start talking about me like that? Because there's a whole lot of things I could talk about you about, but I don't do it because it's not worth it. So, and then I really, you find out a lot about people. So I would say that just try to get to know your intuition and follow it, because it'll lead you where you need to go, for sure. All right, talk to you guys later. Bye.